You didn't kill nothing but yourself. You understand? That's all. That's all, folks. But it's much more to it. Now, as far as me calling myself Mrs. Carter, let me explain that, because people gonna say, did y'all get married? When was y'all wedding? We had, me and Wayne, we ain't had no earthly wedding yet. Okay, we will, because you know why? Because Jesus wants the will of the Father to be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's how it goes. God calls it before the foundation of the world from heaven, and then it's made manifest on earth. So it has to start in heaven first, otherwise it has no authority. You understand what I'm saying? So I can call myself Mrs. Carter because God, that's what God calls me. That's what he ordained for me. You understand what I'm saying? Before the foundation of the earth. In other words, Wayne was born my husband and I was born his wife. See, these are the things in the Lord that a lot of people who are secularly minded, they don't understand. But the things of God, he don't make it up as time goes along. It's already done. When he rested on the seventh day, the will was already done. His will was already done. You understand? His plans were already established, just awaiting fulfillment. You understand? That's why Jesus was, or is, the Lamb of God slain from the foundation of the world. From the foundation of the world. Not from the time that he appeared on earth, from the foundation of the world. Because the things that God calls, he called them from the foundation of the world. You understand? That's a little bit deep, and I can go into that, but it'd be like a teaching lesson right now. But basically, I can call myself Mrs. Carter because I'm the legitimate Mrs. Carter, the one that God ordained and called Miss Carter. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything coming from me. I'm not self-exalting myself, or it's not ego. It's not me trying to exalt myself in any way. I call myself that because that's what God calls me. You see what I'm saying? If he called me a hairdresser, I'd call myself a hairdresser. If he called me, you know, whatever, a teacher, I'd call myself a teacher. But he called me as Wayne's wife. So that's what I call myself. What he calls, I only call myself what he calls me. That's why he has authority. This is why my relationship with Wayne has all authority, because it's established by the Heavenly Father, who has all authority. This is why people can't defeat it. They think they fighting me, they fighting God, and wonder why they keep getting their asses knocked out. And then the sad thing is, people keep kind of limping them along and limping them along to hold on to something that ain't God's will for their life. I'm not blaming the people, because she knew before this TV show, before Sister to Sister, before y'all ever left comments on a MySpace. I think before even Wayne had a MySpace, she already knew I was Wayne's real God ordained wife and true love. She knew that already. Okay? So it's not the people's fault, but I'm saying is, y'all not helping by encouraging her, saying to her, you could be with him, hold on to your love and all that. Y'all really don't know what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? You just don't know. So you help, this broad is already lost. She's already, her mind is gone. I don't think she can ever get it back. First of all, you where you gonna go trying to live somebody else's identity under identity theft? Once you start on that road ain't going nowhere. You can't go nowhere with that. That's somebody else's identity. How you gonna live out and walk out somebody else's life? Everybody that's listening to this, I want you to rent this movie. Buy the movie, The Skeleton Key. Okay? That's based in New Orleans. Now, in that movie, I'm not going to give it away, but basically, a switch was trying to be made through roots and hoodoo on a person's life. A woman was trying to switch her life with another. Anyway, I'm just telling you, so in case y'all say this sounds crazy, it do sound crazy. That's why it took me so long to realize what was going on, because I ain't from New Orleans. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it sounds crazy to me too. But it's true. So in the movie, that's another example. Now, I didn't write that movie. You can rent Eve's by You. I didn't write that movie. That's somebody else who wrote that movie. Rent Angel Heart. I didn't write that movie. All of this is talking about roots that's going down in New Orleans. For those who don't believe me, rent those movies. I did not write none of those. Those all written by different people. And then there's music and there's documentaries and there's all kind of stuff that will teach you or let you know this shit is real. You see what I'm saying? So I just thank my Lord. I'm still here, and like I said, you didn't kill nothing but yourself. And yeah, but when you living trying to live somebody else's identity, ain't nowhere to go with that. It's you lost because I can't see her trying to give it up. Now she ain't got to give it up. See, this is the thing. It don't even matter what she does, uh, giving it up or not. You see what I'm saying? Her cooperation ain't necessary. God gonna have His will and He gonna establish His will. But I don't see her trying to give it up. She ain't gotta try to give it up because He taking it. You see what I'm saying? He taking my identity and giving it to me. It never was hers, y'all. Y'all went on a fucking roller coaster ride. Y'all was taken for a ride, people. Calling her Miss Carter, Mrs. Carter, the first wife and all that. You were taken for a ride. A lot of y'all gonna get mad at me. People gonna say I'm making this shit up. People gonna say I'm crazy, this, that, and the rest. But you was taken for a ride, and a lot of people don't want that realization. You see what I'm saying? It's a shock when you realize you've been taken for a ride, especially if you've been riding for a long time, believing a lie. You're shocked. And a lot of people don't want that realization. They don't like the person that's telling them this truth and busting their bubble because they believed in this so-called couple or they believed in this person. You see what I'm saying? And they don't want to face the truth that this person could be that evil. Yes, evil has good looks to it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Look at some of these serial killers. Look at Ted Bundy. He wasn't ugly. A lot of these serial killers, well, you can't look at physical appearance. That's what y'all judging shit on. You see what I'm saying? It's a deception, folks. Y'all was hoodwinked, bamboozled for many years. And this is God is putting a stop to the bullshit. And this is how? Through me. The real Mrs. Carter. The one you've been fronting like you are. But it's hard to pretend like you me, baby, because you can't match this wisdom, nor can you match this understanding. I'm already knowing that. You think Wayne can't see the difference between our intellect? Oh, yes. It's a vast difference. Uh-huh. I think you can see that. It's going to be hard to try to be me, baby. You trying to fit into shoes that's much too big for you to wear, little kid. You understand? You're lost. I'm sorry I'm not sorry because you did it to yourself. But you believe you somebody that you not. You's a loose cannon. You see what I'm saying? Something is wrong with you, baby. You keep leeching on and trying to latch on to my husband. You can't have my husband. You couldn't have him then. And you know if you got to try to kill a bitch with roots, you know he ain't yours. So where you going with trying to front somebody else's identity? You see? All these people, y'all giving her kudos or giving her any kind of respect thinking this was Wayne's wife. That's not his wife. Never. Never was that. And this is not jealousy speaking, baby. Hello? I'm the real Mrs. Carter. But yeah, try to knew that I was quiet, said we could take advantage of that. Just try to take advantage of every little point. Well, she's quiet, I can take advantage of that. No, you can't, baby, because I'm not quiet no more. You see? God have his way. God said lay in the cut. I got them. I got their necks. They gonna get theirs. I see what they're doing. Let them get on b.e.t. Let them get in magazines. I got that ass. God is never defeated, baby. Don't you know that? Ain't nowhere to go. Pretending to be somebody else. That's a sick thing, baby. Being willing to live a lie. Know that you live in a lie. Know that you're trying to live somebody else's identity. You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people in New Orleans who ain't gonna want to believe this or refuse to believe this. But God's plans was already established from 2001 forward. It was me and Wayne. All this other shit was just other evil. Like Nivea, that was just other evil. Wayne, let me tell you something, boy. I can't say it all because this is a lot. This is a hell of an intro to a MySpace profile, don't you think? It's kind of unusual, huh? I know you don't know no profile like this. But anyway, these other bras, that's the evil done against his real true love. See, let me tell you this. It's me and Wayne. It's Angela and Wayne. That's the true relationship. Everything else is an evil done against us. That what y'all think is a relationship with him and Nivea is an act of adultery committed against me and Wayne. You say, well, how could that be? Y'all ain't had no wedding. That's not where the power comes, baby, from the earthly wedding. The power comes from God preordaining you as husband and wife. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, there should be an earthly wedding, and there will be, because what did Jesus say? Your will